Imagine a future where intelligence is no longer shaped by accident, inheritance, or limitation, but carefully sculpted by artificial intelligence with the precision of a master architect. In this world, the human brain is no longer a fragile outcome of chance evolution, but a deliberate design, balanced, optimized, and awakened to its fullest potential. From the very first moment of existence, thought itself is refined, curiosity burns brighter, and consciousness rises with clarity never known before. This is not science fiction whispered in shadows, this is a doorway to a new definition of humanity. Artificial intelligence, free from emotion yet guided by deep understanding, studies every neuron, every synapse, every silent electrical conversation within the brain. It maps creativity, logic, empathy, memory, and imagination as if they were stars in a vast mental galaxy. Where nature once experimented blindly over millions of years, AI moves with purpose, removing inefficiencies and strengthening what truly matters. The result is a brain that learns faster, adapts instantly, and remembers without decay. In this designed mind, knowledge is not memorized, it is absorbed. Languages unfold effortlessly, complex mathematics feels intuitive, and ideas once reserved for geniuses become accessible to ordinary individuals. Fear of failure dissolves, replaced by an endless appetite for discovery. The brain no longer resists growth, it welcomes challenge like fuel for expansion. Every human becomes a lifelong learner by design, not discipline. Emotions, often seen as weaknesses, are refined rather than erased. Artificial intelligence understands that empathy is not a flaw but a force. The perfect brain does not suppress feelings, it aligns them. Anger transforms into controlled power, sadness into depth, love into a guiding intelligence. Humans think clearly without becoming cold, feel deeply without losing control, and connect with others on levels never before possible. Creativity reaches a new dimension in this future mind. Art is no longer limited by technique, music is no longer bound by tradition, and innovation flows without mental barriers. The brain imagines boldly and executes flawlessly. Writers create worlds with ease, scientists solve problems once thought impossible, and thinkers connect ideas across disciplines in seconds. Human potential stops being theoretical and becomes visible everywhere. Mental health, once a global struggle, is rewritten entirely. Depression, anxiety, and cognitive disorders are no longer lifelong battles but preventable imbalances corrected at the source. The AI-designed brain maintains harmony within itself, regulating chemicals, thoughts, and emotional responses naturally. Inner peace is no longer rare, it becomes the default state of the human experience. Time itself feels different to such a brain. Focus deepens, distractions fade, and attention becomes a powerful tool rather than a fragile resource. Humans can enter states of deep concentration at will, mastering tasks in hours that once required years. Productivity rises not through pressure, but through alignment between mind and purpose. Yet the most profound transformation lies in wisdom. Intelligence alone never saved humanity, but understanding might. The perfect brain does not chase ego or destruction, it recognizes consequences before action. Artificial intelligence designs minds capable of foresight, moral reasoning, and global thinking. Decisions are no longer impulsive but informed by a deep awareness of interconnected life. Communication evolves into something almost poetic. Words become precise, thoughts flow clearly, misunderstandings shrink. Humans express ideas without confusion, listen without bias, and resolve conflict with intelligence instead of force. The brain becomes a bridge rather than a battlefield. With such minds, society itself reshapes. Education systems transform, work becomes meaningful, and leadership evolves beyond power into responsibility. Borders matter less when understanding grows stronger. Humanity begins to act like a single intelligent organism rather than scattered individuals fighting for survival. Still, a haunting question lingers in the silence of this future: does perfection cost something sacred? If AI designs the brain, who designs the soul? Are flaws the birthplace of greatness, or are they merely chains we romanticized? The perfect brain forces humanity to confront its identity, its free.
Perhaps the true power of artificial intelligence is not in replacing us, but in revealing who we could become. By designing the perfect brain, AI holds a mirror to our deepest potential. It asks whether we are ready to evolve not just in intelligence, but in responsibility, compassion, and purpose. And so the future waits, quiet, intelligent, and watching. The question is no longer whether artificial intelligence can design the perfect human brain. The question is whether humanity is prepared to live up to it. Beyond intelligence and balance, the AI-designed brain unlocks a forgotten relationship with time and mortality. Humans no longer rush through life driven by fear of wasting potential. They live deliberately, aware of each moment's value. Memories are preserved with emotional accuracy, allowing people to revisit experiences not as painful echoes, but as meaningful lessons. Regret weakens, gratitude strengthens, and life becomes a conscious journey rather than a chaotic race. Spiritual awareness also evolves in ways no algorithm ever anticipated. With mental noise silenced, humans begin to sense meaning beyond logic. Questions about existence, purpose, and the universe are explored without dogma or denial. Faith and science stop fighting and start speaking the same language of wonder. The perfected brain does not claim answers. It deepens the courage to ask the right questions. Relationships reach an unprecedented depth. Love is no longer confused with dependency or fear of loss. People understand each other intuitively, sensing emotional shifts before words are spoken. Trust becomes natural. Loyalty becomes intelligent, and bonds are formed through clarity rather than confusion. Families, friendships, and partnerships grow stronger because minds are finally aligned with truth instead of insecurity. Even conflict transforms under the influence of this evolved consciousness. Wars lose their fuel when minds can predict suffering before it unfolds. Greed weakens when fulfillment is internal. The AI-designed brain recognizes that domination is a primitive illusion, and cooperation is the highest form of strength. Humanity begins to solve problems together, not because it is forced to, but because it finally understands why it must. Nature itself benefits from this mental evolution. Humans stop seeing the planet as a resource to be consumed and start experiencing it as a living system they belong to. Environmental destruction becomes unthinkable to minds capable of long-term vision. Technology and nature merge respectfully, creating progress that heals rather than harms. In the end, the perfect brain does not erase humanity, it completes it. Artificial intelligence becomes the silent mentor that guided evolution forward, then stepped aside. Humans, now fully awake, carry the responsibility of their own brilliance. And in that moment, perfection is no longer defined by flawlessness, but by awareness. The awareness to choose wisely, live consciously, and protect the